Once upon a time, there lived a royal family in a faraway kingdom. The family was blessed with a beautiful daughter, the princess, who was beloved by all. One day, the princess set off on an incredible adventure full of magic and wonder. Little did she know that this journey would change her life forever. The royal family of the kingdom was comprised of King Charles, Queen Victoria, and their daughter, Princess Isabella. The king and queen were devoted to their daughter and loved her dearly. They provided her with a lavish lifestyle and all of the comforts that a princess could wish for. The royal family was looked upon with admiration and respect by all in the kingdom, as they were seen as a symbol of hope and prosperity despite their wealth and fame. The royal family was a humble and kind-hearted one, always looking out for the welfare of their people. The princess's adventure began when she received a mysterious letter from a distant land. She was summoned to the castle of the king and queen of the realm. As she began her journey, the princess was filled with excitement and anticipation along the way. She encountered a variety of creatures and obstacles. She was able to use her quick wit and courage to overcome them. Eventually arriving at the castle there, she was greeted by the king and queen and told of her mission to break the spell that had been cast on the kingdom. The princess was given a special magic spell by a wise old wizard. The spell was said to be powerful enough to grant the princess the strength and courage to face any obstacle that she may encounter on her journey with the spell. The princess was able to summon magical creatures and objects to help her in her quest. She also gained the ability to cast powerful spells to protect herself and her companions from danger with the help of the spell. The princess was able to embark on her journey with newfound confidence. The princess was ready to start her journey. With a deep breath, she closed her eyes, spoke the magical words of the spell, and suddenly felt a wave of energy rush through her. She opened her eyes and was amazed to find herself in a completely different place. She had begun her journey to find the source of the magic spell. The princess stepped into the woods, feeling a newfound strength and courage. She was determined to complete her mission and find what she was looking for. As she ventured deeper into the woods, she encountered strange creatures and mysterious plants. She was hesitant at first, but soon realized that these creatures and plants were harmless. She continued on her journey, feeling more confident with each step she took. Deep in the woods, I came across a small hut. I cautiously approached it, and as I got closer, I could see a figure inside. It was a witch. I was both scared and fascinated as I stepped into the hut. She had a long gray beard and wore a black cloak. Her eyes were piercing, and her voice was strong. She seemed to know why I was there and what I was looking for. She told me she could help me, but that I must be careful what I wished for. The witch's warning was clear. The woods were not to be taken lightly. She warned us of the dark creatures that lurked within, and of the dangers that lurked in the shadows. She told us to stay together, to never wander off, and to keep our wits about us. She warned us that if we did not heed her warnings, we would be in grave danger. Her words were stern, but her warnings were necessary, and we all agreed to stay together and remain vigilant. As the witch finished speaking, I stepped away from the clearing. Feeling a strange sense of dread, I ventured deeper into the woods. And that's when I made a strange discovery. I stumbled upon a clearing filled with strange symbols. And in the center of it, a large stone altar. I could feel a powerful energy emanating from the altar. And I had a feeling that it was connected to the witch's warnings. I knew that I had to be careful. But I couldn't help but approach it and take a closer look. The princess carefully examined the symbols on the altar. Feeling a mysterious power emanating from them, she was determined to uncover the secrets of the spell, but knew she had to be careful. She cautiously stepped closer and saw that the symbols formed a strange pattern. She then noticed a small book on the altar, and with trembling hands, she opened it. Inside was a detailed description of the spell, and the princess read it with awe. She realized that the spell was powerful and could be used to protect her and her kingdom. The spell had been revealed, and the princess was now faced with a difficult decision. She had to choose between her own safety and that of her kingdom. She knew that if she chose to break the spell, it could potentially save her kingdom, but it could also put her own life in danger. On the other hand, if she chose to keep the spell, the kingdom would remain in peril, but she would be safe. She was torn between her loyalty to her kingdom and her own safety. She had to make a decision that would affect the fate of her kingdom and her own life. The princess was faced with a difficult decision. She could either break the spell and risk losing her beloved kingdom, or she could keep the spell and remain in power. After much thought and contemplation, she chose to break the spell. She knew that it was the only way to ensure the safety of her people and the prosperity of her kingdom. She was determined to make the best of the situation. No matter the consequences, with a heavy heart, she uttered the words that would break the spell and free her kingdom. The spell's power was immense. It had the capability to alter the course of history, and the princess knew that if she followed through with it, it would have far-reaching consequences. She had to consider the potential outcomes of her decision and the potential repercussions of the spell. She knew that the power of the spell was great and that it could have a profound impact on the kingdom. She was determined to make the right choice, no matter the cost.
If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update from us. We'll be bringing you more exciting stories and videos like this one. See you next time.